Yo, what's up guys, welcome to this video. Today in this video I'm going to be showing you guys my settings, my camos, obviously what level and rank I am, and just that type of stuff. So starting off, I've got all of the operators. Yeah, I've got a lot of kills with all of the operators. I'm gonna start off by showing you guys who I main. So I usually in ranked main Buck. So I've played 6 hours and 41 minutes with him. I've got 86 kills and 70 round wins with him. Got 13 kills with the skeleton key, which isn't too bad. And yeah, those are the details and statistics that I've got there. Moving on. I'll show you guys the loadout that I've got. So the SFW, I've got the mech camo. I've got the ACOG, but on some close range maps I use the holographic, and then I use the muzzle brake, and then I have the laser sight on. Now I'll show you guys all of the different camos that I've got. So I've got mech for this gun, I've got obsidian because I have the season pass, I have Aki no Tsuru, I've got Onami, I've got Fusion Raijin, and I've got Ryuko. So those are, I've got all of the Japanese camos that came out this season. And then I've got Saffron Universal skin, and then I've got the Elephant skin and the Nutcracker skin. Just a quick thing, I would love to next either get the Haze or the Crimson skin as a addition to the collection that I've got currently. And then on defense, I main Jaeger. So I bought a special camo for him. I have the ACOG. I use the ACOG for him. I use the muzzle brake, or if I want to silent roam, I use a suppressor. So I always switch between them, and I use the vertical grip because that's the only grip that you can use. I have thought about getting the laser sight, but I don't want to buy it yet. So I have, sorry if I pronounce this wrong, the Bunderwisher camo for Jaeger. I bet you I just butchered that. And of course I have all of these other camos, but I've also got the O Hamburgers weapon skin, which I got when it was Christmas time, and I used that. So then I'm going to move on to what players I love to play as, but I don't usually play them, like I don't main them. So Capital, I love Capital. I don't usually use the light machine gun, but I do sometimes, usually on casual. I use the ACOG with the suppressor. Now a lot of people say, oh, the suppressor on Capital's Para 308 is really bad. Honestly, it's not that bad. And then I use the vertical grip, the Fusion Raijin camo, and then I use the carbon fiber 6 that I have from the season pass. So moving on to the different charms that I've got the football, saying that in a Brazilian accent, that was really bad, don't even listen to that. I've got the carbon fiber 6 skin, obviously. I've got the invisible hat, the Capcan Santa, the Blitz's G52 shield, the Twitch's shock drone, the disco ball, the barricade, and the 9mm ammo. If I got another universal charm, I would be looking for either the 8-ball or the paper cup coffee. So that's just something that I'm looking out for. And then in the people that I don't main often, I just use sometimes, is Valkyrie. So I switch between the shotgun and the submachine gun quite a lot, but I usually play the MPX just for its long range and just awesomeness. So I'll show you guys what I have on it. So I use a holographic sight with the muzzle brake, the vertical grip, and then I use obsidian skin and the football charm. For the deagle, this is just a thing that I like. I love the deagle. How many kills have I got with it? I don't know. But yeah, and then the spares 12. Excuse me. I use a holographic with the laser sight, obviously, because I use the laser sight with every shotgun that I have. I use the Aki no Sura and the disco ball, but I'm actually going to change that now to the football. And then I use the nitro cell, but you guys probably don't want to know that. Guys, something that has surprised me, I've thrown 624 cameras, black eye cameras. That just surprised me. And then last but not least, the people who I usually don't play much, but I do play a little bit. We've got Hibana. Now, I switch between everything here, but I usually use the Type 89 with the ACOG, the muzzle brake, the vertical grip, the Onami weapon skin, and then the 9mm ammo. If you haven't like, how do I say it, seen already, I am a lover of the muzzle brake, so I use the muzzle brake on a lot of my guns. Also, I have the holographic on the Supernova with the laser sight, and the Aki no Sura weapon skin with the disco ball. And then for the handgun, I obviously use the muzzle brake with the Fusion Rajan weapon skin, and I really like it on this gun. It just gives it a little bit of effect. It just makes it look a bit better. And then the Bearing 9, I love this gun. I use a compensator because, yeah, they don't have the muzzle brake for it. And then I use a saffron weapon skin. Yeah, I like the saffron out of all of those camos. And then I use a disco ball. Now moving on to the final operator that I use, the 6 operators that I regularly use, is Kavera. Now I switch between the machine gun and the shotgun every game. Like, one game I will use the M12, the next game I'll use the Spaz 15. It's just something that I do. And for the M12 I use the reflex sight, because I just really like it. Then I used the suppressor. I used the fusion resin and the carbon fiber 6 charm. Moving on to the shotgun, I actually don't have the laser sight for it, but I'm going to buy that right now. I have the Brazilian camo on that, and I'm gonna choose a charm right now. I'm gonna go for the football for the Brazilian theme. So, the pistol, the illusion, I use the oil spill for it, but I don't really want to use the laser sight because it just gives me away when I'm roaming usually. I just don't really like it. So if you guys can't tell already, I have the season pass. I'm level 102 and I am silver 4. Carrying on, sorry. I'm going to show you guys my matchmaking preferences. So I've got bomb on, and you guys can see here what I've got on, what I've got off. These are just the maps that I like and the maps that I don't like. And then terrorist hunt. Okay, so those are my matchmaking preferences. I display the ping. I use ping, and I also display the game info for when I'm playing, just to know my FPS and my MS. So these are all that I've got. Don't know what else to show you guys. And then I use 80 brightness, which I really enjoy. It makes me see, it helps me play better, it helps me, it just helps me play better. And then I play on 100 and 100 sensitivity. The gadget deployment. I use toggle, so whenever I go to deploy a gadget, when I press the R1 button or whatever button, like for example a Jaeger or a bandit, once I press the R1 button, I have to hold square for as long as it will take. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please leave a thumbs up. And until my next video, I hope you guys all have an awesome day. Peace out.